Good morning and welcome to Lethbridge, Canada for the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2017. It's playoff Friday as we enter the ATB Centre. Teams have qualified through their respective pools and will today playing games that are make or break. Coming to you live this morning is the classic battle of the two great curling nations of Canada and Scotland. My name's Sander Ulvåg and I'm joined by our American wunderkind, Sarah Anderson. Good morning.
Good morning, Sander.
And here are the teams that will play off today, and here are the games. First playoff games, quite a lot of them. As you see the rankings, it's Scotland ranked 4, Canada ranked 13, so they play each other. Well, I'll try and keep you up to date on the games this morning. Of course, there will be that second session later on. Team lineup for Scotland today. We'll have Bruce Mowett play alongside Gina Aiken. And it's Gina's father, David Aiken, who is the coach.
For Team Canada, we have Reid Crothers alongside Joanne Courtney and coached by Jeff Stoughton.
May you just run us through some of those mixed doubles rules again, Sarah?
Yes, a mixed doubles team consists of one female and one male player. At the beginning of each end, there's a pre-positioned stone for each team, and the teams have 5 stones instead of the usual 8. The games are 8 ends long with 22 minutes of thinking time for each team. In mixed doubles, one player throws the first and last, and the other player throws the middle 3 rocks. The players are allowed to switch positions in between ends, and a key rule in mixed doubles is that you cannot take out a stone until the 4th played rock. And once a game, each team has the option to use the power play when they have the hammer.
Well, there you have it. Those are the rules of mixed doubles curling. If this is fairly new to you, don't worry. We will guide you through it as we see the teams make their final preparations. Teams both having 9 minutes of practice before the game starts.
Where's an official?
Scotland will play the red stones. Canada will play the yellow. You'll see the pre-positioned stones out. Scotland winning the hammer, the last stone advantage, by outdrawing Canada in the draw shot challenge. And we are already going to have a timeout. Not because Canada aren't sure of what they're doing, but this would be a technical timeout. You'll see Joanne Courtney crossing her arms.
Probably come over here.
Faulty handle, most likely. There's a
no, it's this one right here.
there's a bit of technology with these stones. Just a little microchip and
It's not even the one I
a few
want.
blinking lights on it. That's going to interact with the magnet strip. Just
Thanks.
couple of inches from the hog line.
Okay.
That is to prove that the stone has been released before the hog line, which you have to do, of course. And if it's not working,
Same weight as you've been throwing?
we'll
Yeah,
get the
short
ice
working
makers to
line.
fix
I
it,
like it.
or sometimes the umpire will just come onto the hog line and
Slow slide.
look at it. Seems to be all okay now, so Joanne Courtney will finally kick us off here. Green lights on the rock, everything's fine.
You can go. Line's good. Where?
Top 8.
Okay, I'll help you.
Okay,
Line's
top
good.
4.
Yep, they're trying to place it in the top 4 foot here.
Yep. Come on. Gotta read it. Still going. Yep.
Saw Canada play USA yesterday, and both teams having a hard time placing this first stone, but that's pretty much perfect, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, very nice way to start the game there. Especially after that technical timeout and be able to refocus and make her shot. Good sweep there by Reid, too.
Here is Gina Aiken, the 23-year-old. Very young Scottish team, but they have quite some experience at the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship, having played numerous of times.
Yeah, they placed 4th here last year.
Which means they have a good handful of Olympic points, of course. That's what this is all about, qualifying for the Olympic Games. But we don't want to forget that it is a World Championship as well, so a chance for a team to become world champions, and this discipline, of course, is ranked high as well.
Just try to get to the inside. I think I like that.
Okay.
Speed's nice over here.
Doesn't quite get to nose here. And Reed Carruthers, the school teacher, can follow
7, 8.
Clean.
on the in-turn.
Yep.
7.
Yeah, you gotta go.
We'll see Heathrow with a
Gotta go.
crutch, the
You gotta go,
stabilizer.
line.
Weight's good.
Gotta go, line, Joe.
So
Gotta go.
Joanne Courtney to do all the hard work, but
Hard.
she's one of the best sweepers in the game.
Straight up, hard, hard. Good sweep.
Really nice sweep there by Joanne.
Bill rolls just a foot too far.
Back court.
What did you take about?
I was probably edge plus an inch or so.
Okay. Wait, it was
Yeah,
perfect.
anytime Joanne Courtney comes up in conversation, the consensus is that she's a beast. She's one of the fittest players in the game.
Yeah, she.
And here's Bruce Mowett, reigning World Junior Curling Champion, reigning Winter University Champion. All happening in the past 13 months. So really up and coming young guy, skipping on both occasions, and of course a great world mixed doubles player as well.
Yeah, great shot there by him.
Gets to tap those heels up a little bit. Sits for shot stone.
Quarter of the 12 feet.
Theory.
14 on his.
Yeah, and he moved everything, so.
I think what you'll find with both these teams
Yeah,
is
same with Hammer, I think.
they are both fairly calm. They don't get too carried away, and they're very good at communicating with each other, even when the going gets rough.
Okay, it looks there.
I think that's very true.
7, 8.
Clean.
You can tell how professional
Clean.
they're out there on the
Yeah, I
ice.
think it's close.
Wait,
Line's
close.
real good.
Might need to go a bit
Go
here.
ahead. Line's
Did
good.
see some frustration
Yeah.
from Reed.
Yeah. You gotta go.
I believe he
Gotta go.
underswept the draw for the hammer
Hard.
before the game.
Right to it, right to it, right to it.
Bit of
Line's
a-
perfect. Go, 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 go. Right to it, right to it. Go, go,
Brush
go.
slam,
Shot Reed.
but probably just means he's really amped up for the game, I think.
Nice weight.
Yeah, there's lots riding on this game here.
That's nice speed.
Yeah, good sweep.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if some frustration might show from the teams
Even
today.
if I corner freeze that
So
one,
much
it's
on the
all right.
line.
That's what I'm thinking.
Of course, some players play their best when
Yeah.
there's a lot at stake.
3/4. For
Sometimes it's almost good to feel a bit nervous, maybe, Sarah.
Yeah, I definitely think you bring up your level of play before the occasion, so it's always fun.
I think we're gonna tap it.
Yep. Whoa then. Line's okay.
Line only.
It's when you
Whoa.
feel alive as well. Blood's boiling. Everyone's watching.
Close. Yep.
For a lot of players, that's when curling is the most enjoyable. For others, it's maybe nerve-wracking,
That's fine.
not so pleasant.
Intern tap, right in the nose. Freeze is good.
Yeah, freeze is real good, Reed.
Freeze is good.
Okay.
Leaves a big pocket here for Canada.
Yeah, it might be hard for Scotland to score there too.
Yeah, I'll see. It'd be hard for Canada to get shots on here, but like you said, if they put one on top here, not leaving much
Taking
room
into the
for
12-foot here, hey?
Scotland to get
Yeah,
their
yeah.
dues.
Yeah.
It's close.
Clean.
7.
Clean.
7.
Yep. Where?
7.
Yep.
8.
Yep.
8.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
8, 9.
Whoa. Whoa.
Curl.
Yep, 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 yep.
Very nice shot there by Team Canada.
Yeah, the Scottish stone is surrounded.
Ooh, sorry, buddy.
And it looks like the first call for Scotland here is just to try and make sure their shot stone stays untouched throughout the end for the score.
Their shot is that right now, so you could
Yeah.
discard that.
Well, they don't even have anything there, so just trying to come in here, try and set up something for 2.
Okay.
Calling the intern freeze on the one they have on the button. And like Bruce just said, trying to set it up for his next shot. Trying to have an opportunity for 2 here, but with the rocks being all in the 4-foot, it's hard to get some
As of
moving.
now, if they're not moving those yellows on this shot,
I think he called the freeze on his red.
yeah. I don't think he's second if he's
No.
I don't need to go for weight.
Okay, line's good. Yep. Hard line now. Yep. Hard. Okay.
Just coming a bit light there.
play an out turn tap.
We'll allow Canada to come on the out turn and tap the yellow up. See if it's possible to move things far enough for them to
But
get
they
shot.
can't even see this. I don't even know if they have a shot. I don't think they have a shot.
I just want to give him something by.
Okay, you head down there. I'm going to decide quick, okay?
Okay, let me know.
Just going to go here, Joe.
Okay,
This is something you'll see sometimes from Team
I'll take
Canada.
lots of ice here, Reed. I think it's going to come back nice.
Reed will send Joanne down to the hack while he has a second look, just to save a bit of time.
Yeah.
Reed Curlers is the skip for
Head
his
to 12, positive.
his men's
2.
team.
Yeah.
And of course, that men's team is ranked 3rd overall
That's a lot of line early.
on the World
Should be
Curling
okay,
Tour
though.
at the moment.
Yeah.
And actually, his team is playing
1, 2.
just a couple hours from here in Calgary
Needs
in
to
one of the
finish a
Grand
little.
Slams.
Yeah,
His
finish,
3rd,
yeah,
Braden
yeah,
Muscowie, taking over the head. And another legend
Good.
Good.
stepping in to play lead, Craig Saville. Makes up 4 players for Reed's
Nice
team
press,
this
Reed.
week.
Great end.
And Scotland will just throw this one away quickly.
Yep, not wasting any time there, realizing they don't have a shot for 2.
This is something we'll see happen sometimes in mixed doubles
One red.
when it gets so packed into the 4-foot.
I'll zip that right over.
First blood has been drawn, 1 for Scotland after 1 end of play, but we have lots more to come.
Sorry. Okay, so I
Great,
got to give you a little
great
less.
weights.
I got to give you a little less. Line roll there. And it's all.
Yeah, but they're. It's pretty awesome.
Weight's good. Ja, da, T.
Weight's okay, maybe back 4.
The second end is underway. Only that 1 minute
Outside.
of a break between ends, so things move swiftly.
Back 8.
And you don't want to leave your TV screens for too long, of course. So much action in mixed doubles already from the very first shot.
Hey, Joe, top 4.
Yeah.
And of course, we don't want to miss a single rock here. with the 2 stones already placed when we start the end.
Okay, only for line.
Okay, line's good.
Okay, I can wait.
Bit of room.
Would you say the first shot in mixed doubles curling is
Whoa!
Okay,
a lot more important than the first shot in the
Straight freeze!
regular curling game?
Yeah, I think it's very important because you just really need to place it so precisely compared to in men's and women's curling when you might have anywhere to guard, like just want to hit close to the house center line, or if you just want to draw top 4. But in mixed doubles, you just really need it to split the center line and stay in front of the tee.
Any sort of unhinge on our yellow, go for it.
I don't think the player throwing first and 5 gets enough credit because they have to come out and throw the perfect draw, wait 3 stones, and then have to throw any sort of random in-off hit or draw to the pin again. So it's pretty tough.
Yeah, definitely more difficult doing that than playing the middle 3 rocks, where you might be able to play 3 draws in a row and keep that draw weight, the momentum. Curling players will know this if you're in practice, just throwing rocks over and over. It's easy to keep your draw weight up, but
Right up. Okay. Sorry.
might even see the player throwing 1 and 5 playing hits for their last shots and not play as many draws actually throughout a game.
Okay. Nice speed for Reed.
Yeah, it looks like it.
15-3.
Comes up a bit short here, but keeps it top of the 8-foot, so definitely usable. Even a little bit in the open for Scotland.
I like that. I
Still
think that's
max.
there.
Still max.
6.
You can wait. Whoa, whoa.
Trying to just freeze this on top of the yellow when they have in the 4-foot.
87.
Whoa. Whoa.
7.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's coming down.
Clean.
We're 6-7.
Clean.
7.
Yep. Whoa.
Low top.
Whoa.
Topping.
Whoa.
Curl.
Here are the numbers from Joanne Courtney. What would 6 or 7 mean?
Yeah.
6 or 7's right around the tee line.
That line.
6 is just top button, 7 is the tee line. Indicating where it's going. It's a number system 1 through 10. Just quickly to communicate to your players where you think this rock's going to end up. It's a pretty efficient system.
I believe it's a system Joanne Courtney would use with her team of Rachel Holman.
Yes, Rachel's team does use it. A lot of teams do. But it's interesting that Reed Carruthers' team actually doesn't use it. They usually do more, it's back 8 or top 4.
Close.
So they're just between Courtney and Carruthers, they're just finding a happy medium between their 2 systems. And it seems to be working pretty well for them.
Outside.
It's not too different
Hard
though.
outside.
I'm sure
Hard.
they've
Right over.
made it work after playing together for a bit now. David Aiken is a coach of Team Scotland, father of
They're just coming off of that.
Gina Aiken.
I think so.
He's actually had 3 daughters represent Scotland at the World Junior Curling Championships. Pretty impressive. And he's coached all of them.
Quite the curling family there.
Anything in control?
Yeah. I think the miss here is actually nose hitting this too thin.
Should be able to hold this, I think.
I agree.
Okay. I like it. Solid control.
Yep. Yep.
Just trying to hit off that red and roll towards the center line.
Sit.
This rolls a bit too far. Tough to make those perfect rolls. If there's one guy that's made a few hit and rolls in his time, it's Jeff Stoughton, coach of Canada. He's responsible for the mixed doubles program.
Nice sweep.
And he did come along for the Worlds last year in Karlstad, Sweden.
Yeah.
Looks like I floated it a little
2-time
bit.
world champion himself.
Nice weight.
First in '96,
Just
and the
thin
second
here.
one in 2011.
Get as far back into the
He was
forward.
good for a while.
Okay.
I'll play it up.
It's still good, I think.
Yeah. quite the career he had.
Quite slow.
Oh, no, lines. Wait only.
Big shot
Whoa.
here for Scotland, trying to get themselves out of
Right
some
off.
trouble here in the second
Whoa,
end.
whoa. Close, yep.
Go, go, go. Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Good shot.
Pretty nice tap there. Gets in for second shot.
Can't see any of that. You can play the out turn on this.
Cheering on his teammate there, Gina, to sweep with his glove in his mouth.
You can play this.
Okay, I like it.
Good communication there.
We've seen that a few times from Bruce Mowett.
Okay, Reed, nice speed here. Full
Reminds
eights.
me of the time
Full eights, close
just
to
out and
touching
played
forward.
Hammy Macmillan in the World Championship final back in '99. The one World final Stoughton lost. Hammy was drawing the forfeit, had both his sweepers on it. He needed help, it was short. Hammy came in to sweep it, but not without his glove. So he picked up his glove,
4-5.
blowed into
I
it
think
to
it's more.
open up the glove, put his hand in,
That's about a 6.
strapped it,
Okay, close.
and then to sweep
Yeah,
it.
looks
How's
there
the
right now. 6.
And he finally made the shot and won.
Clean.
6.
But how they
Yep.
tell the story, the sweepers, they couldn't believe Hammy would
6.
bring up his glove to sweep
Needs to
the
sit.
final rock of the championship.
Sit.
And I believe Hammy's reply was, well,
Okay.
I didn't want any blisters.
Sweet, that works.
Good shot.
Because if you're
Really
in a
good weight.
routine of how you usually sweep, but quite the dramatic last shot.
Sweep it.
I'm not sure if I've taken the time though.
I
So
wouldn't
if they
either.
don't leave you the raise on it,
In the end, they were actually
hit and
almost
roll.
oversweeping it, so
into our back yellow one.
Got a bit
You have to
excited
touch the
there.
button,
Yeah.
So you're gonna play like
as you
board.
do.
Yeah, I just don't ever. I don't think I can ever move.
If you
along
are,
with
you're
board.
gonna be giving us like we're taking one with board.
Okay.
You can't kill the one and kill your sugar. Yep.
She's tight.
So that was one of the epic matchups between Scotland and Canada.
Go to start.
Of course, this could be one of them.
I don't
Keep
want
out
to.
there. Whoa. Line's good.
Definitely a lot on the line here.
There.
If Scotland
3,
beats Canada,
4.
it could mean that Canada doesn't make it to the
4.
Olympics.
Can you swing it? Yep. Hard. Hard.
You don't really want to
Hard. Hard. Right over. Go, go, go. Hard.
start guessing how many points you would need to get there. There's so much that can happen still.
Into our own. Yeah.
Okay, where's your broom?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Hit and roll for
Yeah,
Canada
board.
here for just 2.
22, a bit soft.
Nice guard there by Gina, preventing Canada from smashing that yellow into the red.
Needs to come really close to the guard here without 2 sweepers. See if Joanne is able to jump up and follow her rock down, of course.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Last stone here, second end.
Whoa.
Looking for a multiple score. 1-2.
Beauty.
Gets there in the end. Wiggles through.
Measure for sure. Okay, one.
Is it for 3 even?
It's definitely this one, right? You want to measure all 3?
Very close.
You got 2 for sure.
I think it's 2.
Great shot by Joanne Courtney.
Measure the third?
And we will have a measure to see if it could be 3 here. Could be huge for our team Canada.
Curls a millimeter more.
Ah, it's close, yeah.
Oh, beauty.
Little wide slide, so I tried to just.
See it again here. They were not looking to cast that second rail at the top, of course, but still made contact.
The call on you.
I'm a second. It's all good. It's all a shot.
Enough for 2, maybe 3.
I was trying to err, like hitting the guard, if anything.
Yeah.
See if it moves it another inch. It's 3 for sure. Not sure if it was there for any more.
Might be 2. I think it might be just 2, but
Well, just 2, Reed. It's pretty good.
That was a very nice shot there.
yes, we do see huge scores in mixed doubles and big swings, but when we've had two very well-playing level teams, we've actually not seen that many big scores. Just singles and deuces up on the board for the most part.
Yeah, they're a bit more safer and defensive, and they tend to lock those freezes on there well to get them out of trouble. So we've just been seeing a little bit lower scores with some of the top teams.
Oh, wait.
Well, that's just to prove the level of play. It is two for Canada. They'll lead after two ends.
I was thinking that same out turn as the first end, or do you like the end instead? I don't care. I think both speeds are the same.
Both speeds are the same. Both are moving nice. You did play the out.
We are underway with the third end here
Line's good.
of this playoff game between Canada and Scotland. Winner will progress to the quarterfinal.
Hey, T.
Okay, line's good. You can go.
The loser won't be out.
Wait's good. Back four.
Yes, they'll be out of the running for the gold medal.
Perfect. Good work.
But what happens here is because we need to rank the teams, because it's so important to rank the teams in terms of Olympic points. What will happen is the loser of this game will, almost like they will enter a B tournament, almost like when you go and play a fun spiel, you get to play a lucky loser tournament. And the losers here today in the session will play for the 9th place. And the 9th place will give you 4 points, 4 Olympic points, and that can be crucial as well.
Yeah, currently Canada has 8 Olympic points when Scotland has 9.
T-line.
Yep.
You wonder if either team lose today and then make it, win the rest of the games after, get 4 points, if that could be enough. 12 for Canada and 13 for Scotland, or Great Britain as they would be represented at the Olympics.
I think it'd be pretty close.
Yeah, just do the math. 7 spots available at the Olympics. And the Scottish team ranked 4th last year, Canada 5th. But then again, it all depends on what teams actually make it to the top here and what teams score which Olympic points.
I think it's a 6.
Oh, you're right.
Makes it extra exciting though, not knowing.
No, can't.
Don't need to for
Yeah,
mine
it's
either.
interesting with this format with so many teams. It will be interesting to see who does make it to the Olympics. Might see some new faces there.
I think what is clear is at some point today and tomorrow we'll see teams sitting up in the stands cheering on other countries to get them through.
They're probably just trying to freeze on their own
They're
end here, yeah.
If they make it like a hair high and they're running the guard on
Some
the
good
nose,
shots
it's
here so far in the
confident.
third end,
I like
placing them well.
that out turn.
81% for the week, Bruce Matt. Those are extremely solid numbers for mixed doubles play.
Yeah.
Go a wee bit for me.
Yeah.
Not bad though.
Hard. Line's good.
I'd say
Take what you're busy there.
All right then.
in mixed doubles you're generally maybe throwing 10% less on average than men's and women's play, just because of the degree of difficulty for every shot you play, and of course not having the 2 sweepers, not having that designated skip to read the ice, and so forth.
Yeah, it definitely makes it harder on them, and it's interesting not throwing to a broom if you decide to just have your teammate there sweeping for you. So it's definitely something you need to practice.
The Norwegian skip, Thomas Ulsrud,
Good weight call here.
once said that he believed mixed doubles was a game designed by and for front-end players, just to make back-end players look bad and show how badly they need sweepers.
Go ahead.
Wait close.
It is true. Definitely having two sweepers helps you out a lot. And when you start playing mixed doubles, you realize how more precise you have to be.
7.
Got a curl.
8.
I believe that's the point he was making.
Yeah, I think that's a very good comment by him.
Himself not playing the World Mixed Doubles, but a lot of these top teams have been able to play this discipline at the Continental Cup, which hosts the best teams of North America versus the best teams of the rest of the world.
Yeah, and I thought a little less release too.
That's been hosted in Las Vegas a few times. It's a great party and a fun event for curling, and the World Men's Curling Championship will actually be in Las Vegas next year, just right after the Olympic Games in Pyeongchang.
Yeah, it always draws a crowd there.
You never know, you might see Bruce Mowett make it there.
Whoa, whoa. How's the weight? Okay.
We have seen players play 2 World Championships in one season. Joanne Courtney being one of them. She represented Canada in Beijing as a second player for Rachel Holman, picking up the gold medal.
Yeah, it's a fraction high, Reed.
Definitely a strong year for Joanne Courtney.
Rachel Holman also playing that Grand Slam in Calgary. And it's Sarah Wilkes to step in for her spot at second this weekend.
Close, same line.
So
Yeah, same line, just swing.
Yeah.
both Rachel Holman's team and Carruthers' team allowing these guys to come and play the World Mixed. Doubles, that is.
Yeah, very nice of their team to understand that they're coming here representing their country.
Whoa. Clean.
8.
Yep, line.
I think it's always a big honor for Canadian curling players
9, Reed.
to put the maple leaf
Stay close.
9.
on their back.
Whoa.
Looking for just a tiny tap into the pocket here. Very nice shot by Reed Carruthers.
Yeah, beauty. They were looking at a little bit of a scary end here with those 3 Scottish rocks surrounding the button.
Good sweep.
But now it's going to look like it's going to be pretty hard to get the yellow one out of there.
That's good. Good sweep.
Coming with the Elgin here, trying to move some rocks around.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where?
Hack.
Whoa, outside, yep. Hard.
Switching it
Real
up,
hard.
sweeping
Real hard.
with the curl,
Hard.
trying to get some extra finish. They're looking to tap that redstone top with a 4-foot.
Yeah. What do they have? Do they have anything here?
I think you just play an intern freeze right here. They have this. They have this and it can send this up.
Okay.
So you can either play this with hack or you dead guard this.
What do you like?
I don't think they have anything they don't have this for more than one. This is their only shot for more than one.
Okay, so guard that.
Yeah, just guard this.
You can see Carruthers thinking that Scotland might be able to come off the wide red there and spin the shooter in onto that red stone closest to the pin.
Even like
Might
guarding
squirt it
half of
over
on the
and
inside. So I think
kick their yellow out for 2.
Just think edge, no?
yeah,
Do you want middle?
I think middle plus an inch or
Actually,
two.
middle if I'm
Yep.
at 2 guard, it'll be
As
fine.
you saw on the first
Yeah,
spin,
sweep it
Sweep it early.
here.
Canada's
I-
just
I
going
agree.
for the guard
Nice positive throw.
instead of bringing another rock into the house. Just being a bit safer.
Yeah, I think what you'll see with these teams is they'll respect each other so much in terms of making shots. They will never, ever give you the opportunity, and they'd rather take the safer call to take a shot away from you than take the risk.
It's a sit. Whoa.
1,
side.
2.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, it's fine. Well,
Good.
I think that's enough. Redstone is open, but Scotland won't be able to see enough of the inside
That's
now
right.
they just went sideways.
or anything really to make that hit and roll.
Is it?
They were on that pretty good, I thought.
Well, at the end.
Oh, yeah. Like we were on the nose of it, like 2 feet before it stopped.
I'm not convinced this is here, but they're trying to go almost like hair off nose and send the two sideways. Good.
Yeah, good end.
Not 100% sure what the call is here. Heel weight though. Last stone, third end.
Might be a bit dangerous here.
They're looking to run the yellow onto just catch her back. Red, paper thin. I think that was a call. That back red trying to score it in somehow. Not sure if that shot was there.
It's not this red.
Doesn't come off
Yeah,
anyway.
one red.
One red.
One red.
One red.
Reed seems quite sure. It's one red for Scotland, so tied game here after 3 ends. Not a blowout
Did you move the brush out?
by any means.
Huh?
Did you move the brush out?
It's going to be a tight one.
Did I
Stay
move the brush out?
Yeah.
tuned.
Which one do you throw first?
Toss them down there and we'll be ready to go.
Which one? Okay.
When?
What?
When?
In between when I first sat in the hack and then when I played?
Those out turns.
No. It feels all there.
I don't mind it.
Fourth end of play here between Scotland and Canada. It's a tied game, but Canada has turned the hammer, as we say in curling.
Just for weight.
Scotland
Just
starting the
away.
game with last on advantage, but with Canada forcing them to a single in the first, taking 2 in second, and then forcing Scotland again in the third end. It's now a tied game with Canada having the advantage of last on. So it is Canada having produced a better result so far in the game. But I think what we've seen a lot in mixed doubles this week is the momentum can swing at any point.
Definitely, it's
Close.
happening a lot. I find after the fourth end break, it might be looking good for one team, and all of a sudden,
Looks there right now.
Yeah, I agree.
the opponents will come out firing, and it'll be a whole different ball game.
Doesn't need me.
Just with the big point ends,
Amber needs to curl.
you don't know what's going to happen. Really nice shot by Gina Aiken there on her first. Just not curling enough there for Joanne's.
Yeah, you can see how that's shot not really on top of the red makes it so much easier for Scotland to just tap that behind the tee line and sit on top.
Back 4.
Well, remember Canada playing USA.
I'm taking half 12.
USA scored 4 in the first end. Canada scored 2 back and then stole 2, tied it up at 4 each after 3 ends. That's the kind of momentum change you can see.
Yep.
Bruce Mowett will
then.
come after the yellow here and try and tap it back. It's very much a case in mixed doubles. Just move your
Hard.
opponent's stones behind the tee line. Keep yours in front.
Whoa,
Keep control of the forefoot.
Might.
Alright, swing it.
Looking pretty good here for Bruce Mowett as we take a look elsewhere in the ATB Centre this morning. Lots of other important games going on.
Yeah, just 3 other games going on. China's beating Russia 4-1. Sweden and Latvia are tied 3-3, and Ireland is losing to Korea 3-0. And back on our sheet, of course, it's a tight game, with it being tied 2-2.
Korea, the only team to have a guaranteed spot at the Olympic Games, being host nation. failed to pick up any points last year.
7-8.
Close.
But they've been
Clean.
playing great this year. Really proving that they earned a spot.
Yep, line! Line! Gotta go! Hard! 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 Yo, right up! Yep! Hard line! Hard line!
Good sweep.
Real good sweep by Joanne Courtney. I don't think Carruthers will mess Derek Samalgalski and Colin Hodgin too much after this week. Joanne Courtney's saved quite a few shots for him.
Yep! Hard line! Hard line!
Yeah, great
Good
sweeper.
sweep. Good sweep. Great speed.
Thanks, good call. Big corner, what do you like?
Bruce now coming with the in-turn corner freeze, just trying to come to that one on the button.
Wee bit soft.
And just freeze right on the side of it.
Angles looking
Where?
a little bit
I think that's okay.
sticky for Scotland.
What do you think? Yep.
Hoping to change that here. Makes it better. Again, keeping those Redstones top 4.
Didn't nose the guard. Earn the beat.
Run back call by Reed Carruthers.
Seen quite a few of those here this week.
Yeah, just teams getting a lot more precise with them, and of course, when you can make them more often, you tend to play them more often. And it's also just a part of how the tactics of mixed doubles evolve. Such a new discipline. Teams are still trying to figure out how to play the game. And of course, when you're deadly precise with these runbacks, it's a great tool to have.
Yep!
See what Reed can produce here. Joanne Courtney trying to hold it, runs it down onto the red, but a little bit unlucky. Doesn't take much more than to miss by 1/4 of an inch.
Shoot.
Sometimes.
Control or barrier.
Make it double. We score.
Thanks.
It's a great shot if you make it. A little bit miscue, and then 2 yellows fly.
Yeah, those yellows, if you hit that one.
So that works out okay. Might have left a triple for Canada.
Make the hit and roll.
Okay.
If I nose, I make the triple too with peel.
Okay.
That's
If he
the
catches
miss.
it
The hit
too
and
much
roll's
on the
great.
center line side, you might see the drag effect come into play.
Yeah, especially with the weight he's going to be throwing. Because he's been all three go.
Maybe
There's quite a lot of friction between two stones. The striking band a little rougher, and there's more contact surface than between two.
Either way,
Bands are.
The nose hit. I prefer the
Control
hit,
and
just
nose.
making sure you get that yellow one out.
Nose
It
it.
would be really nice if you could stick around.
Don't get too risky with it, but try and roll in here. We'll get rid of it. Yeah.
Trying hard here to force Canada to their one.
Yeah, I think they're trying to play pretty much the double on the two on the wing here, because they'd rather try and roll the shooter in and shrink the scoring area for Canada.
Clean.
It'd be pretty hard to jam it by coming to the inside. So Gina Aiken just maybe a little bit safe with the throw there.
Forward?
Yep.
Okay.
Still,
Nice
we'll get the
release
force.
Yeah.
Force being term we use for forcing your opponent to only score the single point. So very evenly matched, these teams so far.
Yeah, very tight game here at the ATP Center.
Okay, forward weight.
Haven't
Forward
seen
weight.
any ends that have been looking too risky for either team.
Both have been playing pretty conservative.
Canada did have that shot for 3 in the second end. It's the only time we had a potential big swing in the game. Only came off for 2 for Joanne Courtney and Team Canada. This is for the single point. Nose hit. Last one, fourth end. It is made. So single point for the Canadians means they will lead this game 3 shots to 2 as we're already halfway there. These ends run by so quickly. 5-minute break is up for the teams to have a chat with their coach, have a snack, get ready for the next ends. We'll be back with some highlights, some stats, and then the rest of this exciting playoff game here this morning.
Tight ends. What are you thinking power play wise? Yeah. Just get a good score here. That's what happened in one of the previous games. 2 to 2 at the 5th, forced to 1 in the power play. So ideally score a 2. We want to score here.
Fraction thinner with the same weight. Because any more weight, then it's scary because I leave the in off without it jamming. But I had to make sure like it wasn't too much weight so that I still had that red there on the other side.
Yeah.
So if I just hit the same weight and literally like this much thinner, we're shot.
Great look down here for 2 too.
Yeah.
Like for Joe, like see.
Yeah. I don't like changing.
No, but Jeff's like, look, we got a good chance at
Multiple point here.
multiple points, yeah.
Oh yeah. So
I was just hoping
literally
hers would have been a little more open too, and you
yeah,
could have
if
just
it,
gone.
then it's way easier.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if it's better for us for sticking the top one with us having to play off their top red.
Let's go back to the second end. Scotland scoring 1 in the first. This is a potential score of 3 for Joanne Courtney. She's looking to come a little closer to the guard, make contact with that top red, but still is able to nudge the yellow. And then, of course, onto the red, moves it up, enough for 2.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you,
Still a good start for Canada. And then the third end. Hard to tell who's lying shot as Gina Aiken attempts a mighty tricky shot here to try and squeeze in another red, but it doesn't quite come off. And after a measure, it was clear that Scotland was, in fact, lying shot stone, and or rather not even a measure. Reed using his keen eye. Tied after 3, and then Joanne Courtney with this open hit in the fourth end. So that is the score, 3 to 2. Not too much drama yet in the game. It's been pretty close all the way through. As you see the percentages, Canada playing 93%, Scotland 83%. Just Scotland struggling with some hits. I don't think they've played too many actually. And that's the scoreline for you. all pretty much even. Canada with the 1 point lead, but it is Scotland with the last on advantage. It's eerily quiet in the ATB Centre, as pretty much all the games are in their halftime break or just coming back from it. And this is now the 5th end of play. And if you're just joining us, just waking up,
That's the least
I like it. I like it.
Okay, line's good.
I think it's pretty
just
close.
tuning in
Line's
from
good.
work,
Tighter than usual. Line's good.
this is the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. And teams are in the run for Olympic points and qualification for Pyeongchang next year. You're listening to myself, Sander Ølvåg from Norway, and Sarah Anderson from the US of A to bring you the play-by-play here.
Very close game here this morning. As we've talked about, lots on the line for both countries.
Playing 71% through 4 ends, Gina Aiken.
Just for weight now.
Just behind her average for the week.
Trying to lock it on this Canadian yellow rock in the forefoot.
Might have just overswept this one a tiny bit. Hits shot stone, but sits right on the tee line.
Yep, just a little misjudged there.
But it is just a little more open than in certain ends, and with Scotland having the last on advantage, maybe sometimes not too bad to get some separation between the rocks.
Yeah, in the last couple ends we've seen all rocks just being locked in the forefoot. So with Joanne's first rock just bumping that one in the back four, creating separation. Might see a bit more of an exciting end here in the 5th.
Yeah, well, if Scotland would last on here to maybe just trying to open up the forefoot, create a little more room, maybe make a hit or two, and try and get some separation, and score a 2 with a bit more of an open house. That could be a way to do it, but of course with a draw like that coming in, again, it will just bring the play to the forefoot.
Rubs off.
Yeah.
Try to tap and roll in.
Yeah.
Good start to the game from Bruce Mowett.
Go for weight.
Yeah, for weight.
Reach the weight.
Okay, go.
Line was good.
Trying to get it there.
I think it still needs it.
All the way. Right up.
Really needs to go here.
Okay, good.
Comes up a bit short there. Leaves it partially open, but it could be hard to tap that up on the nose.
Yeah, touch. We could go in turn freeze. I don't mind that, actually. I've played this a lot. Let's do that, Joe.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been bad if they knew it was light, and maybe just leave it out there in the 12-foot more open, so it'd be easier to use later in the end.
That is often the problem. Of course, you take ice for it to be buried and get where it's supposed to be. When it comes up light, you just end up buried behind the guard top house, and sometimes a stone in the top 12, top 8. It's almost a guard for your opponent in mixed doubles play. They come around it, you're in trouble. So much curl as well on the ice here. Jamie Barassa and the ice-making crew providing some excellent surface. This week it's been very consistent. Looks to have the same amount of curl every day, about the same speed, and no issues. Players very happy.
Yeah, I've been hearing some raving reviews about it.
Nice little tap by Reed. Joanne Courtney feeling she overstepped it just a little bit.
It's really good.
Saw Bruce there motion for the run back.
Front, it means Sitting pretty good.
Trying to do yellow,
real good.
red,
She's
yellow.
awesome. Good sweep.
Great shot.
I gave you sweeper weight.
That's what I thought. Like, I didn't think a ton less, just a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was a little less, but you made it
Mine
run.
was nice.
You made it run. Just get ready to go on his.
So when you lose control on the top of the forefoot, this is very often when you play the run back to open it up. This one looking a bit wide for Bruce Mowett. Just going to peel it. And the problem with doing that, of course, is the guard will often be replaced. And you don't get too many tries in mixed doubles with only the 5 rocks being thrown. Usually, sometimes you only get the 1 try to really open it up. Maybe 2.
My guard warped in here first end too.
Yeah, it's surprising to see how quickly the ends go with only the 5 rocks per team.
Sometimes, though, if you find yourself in a bit of trouble and you attempt to run back and only get the guard, at least you're not allowing your opponent to put another stone in the forefoot. Sometimes you make the aggressive call, try and come after it, miss, your opponent lobs one more in there, and then you're in bigger trouble. So
Maybe 4.
That's okay. Stay close.
just ripping the guard, at least sometimes
Yep, go now.
4.
Yep.
decreases the risk of the end.
Yeah, you definitely see teams stay a bit safer with the deal.
This comes in top 12.
Thinking this. Like that.
That's sweet.
Off that red.
Just two go.
Good shot.
Yeah. Goes like this.
You're gonna have to play it really close to that yellow guard that Reed just threw.
You just go down. I'll check the angle.
Is it the angled run on that redstone top 8, which is the call?
Yeah, I believe they're going to try to hit that redstone in the 8 foot with the intern, running into the yellow that's in the top 4 foot on the left side.
Yep.
Pretty tough shot here to get past that yellow stone. Top 12.
Look like it's already on the yellow.
Yeah, it's hard on the yellow. Not sure what happened there.
Here or just guard it.
Did we
Like if I ever.
expect the right call here? Or maybe he was just playing the double on the guards
It's
up
a guaranteed
front.
steal if you guard it.
Okay, I like the. Let's guard that.
Yeah, maybe because
There's no shot for 2 if you guard.
Okay.
maybe they're just trying to open it up again.
In-turn, out-turn.
I really like the guard.
Okay, let's play it then.
Didn't work out either way, I think, for Bruce Mowett.
You like intern?
Sure.
Dead guard the yellow.
Okay, so I'm going to take middle of 12, I think, if I'm a 3 guard, right?
So Canada's
yeah,
sitting one
close
here.
to that. About
They're
here.
talking about
Here and
throwing the
pause.
guard.
Okay,
Why
so
wouldn't
three,
you
sure.
ever
2, 3.
just hit the yellow here and sit 4 or 3?
They're, as we talked about earlier, they're just going with a safer shot here. They know if they throw up the guard, it's going to be really hard
Next weight, next weight.
for Scotland to score anything.
Where?
So I think they're pretty happy with
Line's good, you're still out
keeping the rocks how they are and
there. Gonna need to curl.
just really putting the pressure on Scotland, trying to even score
Needs to
anything.
curl.
So going for the safe steal of 1 and allow Scotland a shot to score here.
Yeah, I mean, if they do try to, you know, bump the yellow into the red, that would maybe give Scotland a chance for 1. But right now, I don't really
Real good.
see a shot that's safe.
Sorry, I just kicked out too far.
I think you might just see Scotland throw this one away once more.
They almost have to. Just hold them to a 2.
Of course, you'd hate to play that the takeout and leave a shot for Scotland to score when you've played such a good end, being Canada. You'd rather take your steal of 1 here. Such a tight game as well. A 2-point deficit here feels like more. And it will be the steal for 1. Scotland not taking any risk. Didn't seem to be any viable shot, really. Another good end by Canada. It's really Joanne and Reid with the good momentum going forward.
Okay, what do you,
Up 2 after 5 ends.
I think we go.
Just going in, turn.
I think we play the tick. We go at it.
Okay, go get me a broom.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna throw
board.
Down to the 6th end here, and you'll see the P up on the scoreboard. And we have the power play in motion. Scotland using their 1 allocated power play for the game. And what does power play entail, Sarah?
The power play means that they're moving the pre-positioned rocks to the side, like that corner guard end fully buried in the 8-foot, giving the opportunity for the team playing it to score multiples. The ideal is to score 2 or 3. We have seen some interesting ends here in the power play. As you see, Canada was trying to tick that yellow guard into the center and roll their shooter. But, of course, they hit it just a bit too nose, hitting it out of play, so they have to reposition the stones because of that 4-rock rule. Giving Scotland a really good opportunity to bury one under here.
I think when you've seen good teams make the tick shot in the power play ends, playing without the hammer, they're, for the most part, they've been able to prevent a big score. But now with that miss, I think the multiple end for Scotland is definitely in play. But then again, that really depends on this next shot here by Gina Aiken. This really needs to be buried on top of the red. Can't really bounce off it. Does sit on top, leaves it slightly open. We'll see if Canada will choose to just play the tick shot again to open up the reds for a potential double later on, or if they choose to come and maybe try and make the tap and sit on top.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to try to move those reds right now, just because they're set up pretty easily for a double if that guard ever gets moved.
Do you believe this is the tap they're playing though? So trying to get to nose of the top red. Tap the back red up. You can even tap it out of the house to be real good. Of course, you're allowed to remove it from the house, just not from play. And if you get a reset for shot as well on top, it's real good. That's a great shot by Reid Carruthers.
Really nice.
Leaves the reds in play, but sits. Shot stone, corner frozen.
Some other games going on right now. China is beating Russia 6-3. Latvia is trailing to Sweden 5-3. Oh, Latvia's beating Sweden 5-3. And Ireland and Korea are tied 3-3.
Yeah, some pretty close games out there, as expected. The 16 best teams from the 39 playing today over 2 sessions.
Whoa, right off.
Big pressure on all the teams here, chasing for those Olympic points, as we've mentioned.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bruce Mowett wanting to catch the inside of the yellow. Gets there in the end.
Nice shot.
It's looking wide, and in the end got the curl. Frees up the yellow. And no double really for Canada, so looking a little bit scary for them, as they will choose now to, I think, just split the rings, but another yellow on the other side of the house, sit 2 and say, okay, Scotland, if you want a big score here, you're going to have to make a double at some point.
Even if you just hang it on edge of the 4, Reid.
Confident call here.
Hang it on edge of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you
anything we go like just back 4 here.
Draw the wing.
T's great.
Will allow Scotland a couple of chances to make a hit and roll, maybe group the L's or leave an angle for a double. So Canada having to be very precise here now with 3 red stones in around the 12-foot.
No, hard line.
Well, it's easy to be confident when you have
Yep, line's good.
a freshly baked, as we say back home, world champion.
Close.
No, can't.
Yeah, stay close.
Can't.
And of course, one of the best skips in the world at the moment, throwing the draw here.
Nice shot, Reed.
Brings it right back of tee. And we'll see Scotland make the tiny run back on the other side here.
Sweet. That ran a little bit better than this way.
I think I'd be tempted to hit the open one and just try to roll
Yep.
over to the center line.
90.
Like you said, bringing those rocks closer together to possibly have a double. Because if you go here now, try to hit this red into the yellow, I think Canada's just going to try to rip those reds out and get a lot of reds moving.
I think what Scotland's thinking here is that yellow's just so awkwardly placed. Technically, there's a double right now, but with where that Yellowstone is, it's lined up for a jam on the back reds. So if they can move this,
Touch shot.
might be tough for Canada to put their next yellow in just as an awkward spot.
Whoa. Close. Close. Yep.
Maybe come to the inside here, might even roll the reds in behind cover. Just like that.
Hard.
Pretty good. Want to move this yellow far enough.
Really nice.
I think just enough to sit second, third, fourth, and fifth shot. A little bit hard to tell, but possibly. Now, finally, we're getting one of those scary ends where there is a big score lingering in the air.
Yeah, having 4 red rocks under that yellow corner guard.
Teams have followed each other so tightly throughout the game. There's never really been a setup for a big score.
Quite the line of rocks there. Christmas tree. Angling a half a rock on each.
So it is the draw.
It's close.
If you ever make a big mistake here,
Line's good.
you know, throw this one through. It could be the game.
Clean.
No, 9.
Whoa.
Oh, calling this a little bit heavy.
Whoa. Looks like Max.
Changing up the weight call here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Can't set up a double here.
Can't be deep. Just right back a tee is perfect.
Whoa.
Mowett trying to sweep it, but that is perfectly level. Great shot by Reed Curlers. And does look like Scotland's going to give up on scoring with the 4 reds in behind the corner. Seeing how there are only 2 stones left, they could have maybe played a nose hit on the open one and hoped for another nose hit back from Canada, leaving an angle for the double. But they're just going to play the draw here and try and set up for 2. That's such a great shot by Reed Carruthers. I think that's more pressure than you might think.
Oh, then.
A miss there. And could be looking at a score of 5.
Line's good. Close. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Trying to freeze right down to it.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pretty good there. See if Canada will follow. I think so.
That's dusted 14-3. And what am I looking at, like?
Yeah, you're looking here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way I can see Scotland scoring more than 2 here now.
Definitely hard to give up on that possible big end.
Yeah, I think you see a lot of teams who've attempted to hit that open one and hope for a double. You see, if you had made the nose hit sat on the tee line and Canada didn't make the roll,
so here in your normal throw,
it would be top of the tee line. Would have left an angle for a double. I'd be tempted to play that though.
I would too, because if they would have to try to roll in, or if they rolled out, you'd have a chance to still get that big end. So they just really had to make that hit perfectly.
Okay, line's a little tight.
Yeah, just I would have, again, left a lot of pressure on Joanne Courtney to make the perfect hit.
Right on the nose, Joe.
Okay. Whoa.
Millimeter high. Weight's good.
Wait, line's close.
Small
No.
tap.
So
Yeah, you can go hard. Where? Whoa, room.
see where this ends up.
No bounce. No bounce.
Trying to freeze it. Might just roll off a little bit. No, sits right there. We'll see if it's possible to get to nose for Scotland and get two.
Great shot.
Yeah. Brush.
Oh. Do you want to try control?
Is that too risky?
It's pretty risky. You need to get to the nose.
That never.
Go and see what you can see.
I think I can see touch more than edge of stone.
And it is pretty risky. Needing to hit this on the nose, even a hair on the inside to get enough action on that yellow shot stone to spill it through the forefoot and out to the left. Ever catch it?
Got to squeak it.
A hair on the inside, the center line side of it. That yellow is not going to roll far enough, and it might just roll into the forefoot for a steal. Of course, if you hit it too much on the center line side here, your shooter might roll in for a score of 1. But there's definitely a spot where you can hit this, where Canada would steal. And of course, if you wreck on the top as well, it would be a steal for Canada. So big shot for Gina Aiken, as I now realize they are actually displaying the draw.
I think
So
weight's there.
safer option here, and I think I like this just because, especially since it is mixed doubles, you score 1 here. It's only a 1-point deficit in the game.
Whoa.
Of course, it's a bit of a have to make shot here. Looking a little heavy. Bruce Mowett not a lick to it. Reed Carruthers out to try and sweep this one out of the forefoot.
Nice shot.
But it will sit back 4. And a sigh of relief from all the Scottish fans in the ATB Centre and at home. After 6 ends of play, Canada still with the lead, but now with 1 point, 4-3. 2 ends to go here.
Let's make her throw the intern way over here. This is
curls.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, score 1, right?
Yeah.
They don't have their power play, so we score 1 here straight.
Yeah, 2 would be great.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Two ends left in this playoff game between Scotland and Canada. We saw Scotland use their power play in the 6th end. Things were looking a bit shaky for Canada. Quite a few reds lined up behind the corner, but Reed Carruthers making a beautiful draw to the wing for Canada to sit 2. Canada, or Scotland rather, gave up on their big end, tried to pick up 2 points instead. Couldn't quite get there after a beautiful freeze as well by Joanne Courtney. Now it's Canada's time to use their power play, seeing how if they would score in the 7th end, they wouldn't be able to use the power play in the 8th, because you can only ever use a power play when you have the last one advantage.
I like it.
And also, you're not allowed to use the power play in an extra end, even if you have the hammer. So using it here in the 7th end. And is it fair to say that
A little heavy.
it's
Can wait.
probably be most important for Canada to just at least score here?
Yes, definitely. I think if they score 1, would be up by 2 coming in the last, or scoring 2 would be really nice. But ideally, just can't give up a steal here.
There was something in the ice here. I got it.
Even giving up 1 steal, your tie coming home with hammer, it's not terrible. But of course, mixed doubles play definitely allowing teams a better chance at stealing than perhaps in the regular curling game.
Yeah, I think they're playing this, just making sure they're scoring. But as you said, giving up 1 isn't that bad, but I think they're just going to probably play it pretty open.
Line's a bit tight, I think.
You'll see Scotland now putting all eggs in one basket, throwing 2 center guards, just really wanting to force the play along the center line and get this play into the forefoot, as you'll see in mixed doubles for the most part, just to allow Canada less room to score. But both those center guards just sort of over curling and leaving the button open, just hoping for those to be perfectly splitting the center line, ideally.
A nice separation on them, but just over curling now. Canada.
Good easy, I can't stick in the middle. So good easy.
Okay, I like it, Reed. This should go off the line.
Yeah, I think trying to hit the closer one, maybe.
Yeah, just keep it open here.
They can pretty much ignore that long guard.
Yeah. Tolerance, of course, is catching the top one rather than go past everything. You want to bring Joanne Courtney sweeping into play here. Past the top one, gets that tight guard. Wanted to sit around, but rolls out. Still mission accomplished, though, I think, for Reed Curlers, taking off that tight center guard and seeing how that long guard is quite a bit off the center.
At worst, you're going to have 4 foot.
Scotland's going to have to put this guard directly behind this one for the same shot not to be available for Canada. And then, of course, that guard will only cover the side of the forefoot.
And then I'll just straight peel if he goes middle.
Just tight.
Just trying to get a 3 guard here.
I'd like to go a wee bit.
Okay, I think I'll go.
Needing to have both sweepers on this, trying to get it close to the house.
I think we just need to go. All right.
Okay, changing the call and going with plan B, saying, oh, we need to get it in and bury it under that tall center guard.
A little less of it this time?
What's that?
A little less of it this time?
Yeah.
Reed now coming with the in turn, gonna just come with the same shot he just did, with about hacked aboard weight, hitting that one in the top 12 and rolling over towards the corner on the other side. Hopefully trying to lay 3 after this shot.
Maybe a hair more weight.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Stay with their yellow.
Nice shot there by Team Canada, having 3 under their corner now. It's a bit scary here for Team Scotland.
There we go.
Shoot, Reed. You got one more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the discussion is, do you
Nice toss.
play on those rocks that are under the corner? Or Bruce was motioning to go for the second corner guard.
No, I think we can get around. That was
Center guard, I'm sorry.
easy.
And with Team Scotland calling the timeout, is a big decision here.
If it doesn't make
needs
it,
to be short though.
yeah.
You see, we
Doesn't
will
come right
see
round.
Coach
If they don't
David
make the double
Aitken
peel, then you
joining
come
them
right
out
round
there.
here. They might do it first.
Well, if they come round, that's fine for us.
Yeah. And then you're probably playing this with your. It's like a back 4 weight. Just trying to lie shot.
Yeah, or behind it.
Yeah, I think you have to go on top because this is such a small area to come from here to here.
Yeah, because you could just peel it out.
Yeah.
I think I'm quite liking the guard.
Here is David Aitken.
Yeah, I'm quite liking that.
You like that?
Quite liking that.
Yeah.
So if we go there, they'll play the same shot.
Well, if we're trying to make it a bit higher, better behind the guard. so
behind the
that-
guard.
Yeah.
But I think they'll still go for it. They might even go the other hand if
We might
so.
shoot it in here though.
So what would you do with the next shot? If you put one there, that's do we come around there?
We have to try and play this.
What about drawing behind it?
It's pretty tough. There's just such a small area from here to here.
Yeah.
So I think I like that more. Just back 4 weight. Just try and move these 2 here. and sit on the edge of this one.
Well, which is tougher, that's the only thing.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
Yeah,
When you make
because you might bounce.
Yeah, I just think this is just such a small area.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to do
So,
that now?
no, I think
so
that
this
one
one?
first.
Yeah.
That one first, then that one.
Okay.
Same hand?
So, plan is clear. Always nice to have David Aiken up on the bench, though. He knows how to beat Canadians.
I think you feel it, right?
Yeah,
Won the
if
World
your
Junior
guard is,
Curling
like, on the
Championship
center
back
line,
in 1986.
If they're dead buried.
Dead buried, I'm
Nova
going around
Scotia.
it in top
Kevin
four
Martin
weight-wise.
was defeated
Okay.
in the final
Center
back
yeah,
then.
The sea line.
Yeah.
Piece of the 4 is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big game.
Well, no
Anywhere
freeze,
where
and I'll
if-
have this draw for 2.
Oh, yeah.
We had nice input
I
there
think you'll have the. I think you'll
and
have
good
the normal
discussion
intern
on
after two.
how precise all these shots are. Gonna go with the tight
Line's
guard
good.
first, as they discussed.
Well,
Yeah, throw the tight
Leave it
guard,
short.
and if it's left
Where?
for the next shot, Scotland probably just come around it.
well,
If
yeah, outside.
it's left a little
Yeah,
bit in the
really gotta
open,
go. Hard.
and Canada comes after
over.
it and removes it again,
Right over.
they'll play that tap on the heels.
Yep. Okay.
See if Canada can possibly make the hit and roll off the tight guard and roll in front of the yellows. Might take away both options for Scotland.
Same line, same weight.
Third time,
Big roll.
Reed going for the same shot, just the hit and roll off those tight guards.
Same weight.
Yep, gotta go.
Yes, you might want to roll in front of the yellows, but again, if you leave a guard here, that's a bit of a problem as well.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So just rolling out is probably the safer call. If you ever rolled in
Sweep.
top of the
I
yellows,
dipped
just
that one a touch.
half
I
covered,
almost couldn't
it
stay
would
on
be
my feet
something
at
for
the start
Scotland
there.
to come around. So
Nice throws, Reed. Good shooting.
My,
probably
my
the
yell
best
probably
result.
scared you.
I saw where you let it go. It's the same as your other ones.
Yeah, it just wasn't as
Gave
positive
it a
as
little
my
bit
other
of a
ones.
chance. Okay.
But you held it nice.
Well, this could be the game
They're
right
dead
here.
buried.
So where he's
And Gina
sweet, I
Aiken
think
knows
they're
it.
going out-turn. They're going
Having to
out-turn
play
around.
the tap on the yellows here. Try and at least hit for second shot here.
I'm going to go as hard as I can.
Preferably shot, but it's so hard when the stone is top of the 8 foot.
Same weight as your other one.
You're gonna have to sit quite on the corner to get shot stone. And of course, sitting half in the corner and tapping it back is pretty tough.
Clean. Whoa. Yep.
Weight's
Whoa.
good.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Sounds close, but now off it.
Yep. Inside. Inside.
And it's just gonna rub off and roll and sit in the open.
Take that broom.
Doesn't get there in the end for Gina Aiken. That's a tough shot to make, and
What do you think? Did they make it?
it's pretty much a make or break there. And it is missed. So open hit for a score of 4. Canada already up by 1 here.
Same weight I threw for this
Put
one
the-
coming
put the-
home, I think.
put
Hey,
them 5 points ahead.
It's a nice board up.
And of course, Joanne Courtney in the hack knows that this is probably for the game for Canada to progress to the quarterfinals,
Pick this up.
to
I like that.
just possibly qualify Canada for the Olympics right here. Big shot, Joanne Courtney. It's an open hit, but so much on the line.
it's pretty solid, Reed.
Clean.
Makes this just a little bit tougher. Last stone, 7th end. Want to keep it clean here
Yep.
on the sweep.
Hard to stick. Hard to stick. Yep. Yep.
Definitely
Yep.
on
Right
it.
up,
It
right up.
seems
Yeah,
it's
no.
the red sets around. Score of 4. A big cheer from the home crowd here in Lethbridge. 8-3.
Great job.
And the power play works out nicely for Canada.
Creative side, sorry.
And again, they score 4 with the power play, just like they did playing Germany early in the week.
Like the check here?
Scotland not giving up though. Will go one more, but looks pretty tough for the young Scots.
I think normal end.
5 points ahead.
They're just going to go
Team
around it,
Canada.
and then I have to make a freeze on the 4-foot one. So I think you just make the 4-foot freeze right now.
Okay. I think what it's been, will take off about a
You're
foot.
going to make the freeze, and then I make a freeze, and then I'm bombing. Good. Okay, I would say
heavy.
Okay, how's the line though?
It's tighter than before, but still no.
Okay. Just make sure we're on the nose.
Whoa!
Solid tap.
No! It's close!
But possibly the final end of play here.
Yeah!
Canada is up by 5
Whoa!
with 1 red stone
Sit,
in the back of the 4 and 5 to come for Scotland. Mathematically, they have
Sorry, Reed.
a chance to score 6. But Canada really only needing to kill 2 red counters for the win.
Yeah, we don't see a score 6 too often.
Especially not in this scenario against a strong team like Canada.
Back 4.
Line's
And
good, stay inside.
with the free rock rule,
Just for weight.
sometimes you might wonder, well,
Line's good, just for weight.
there's going to be quite a few stones in play before you can start hitting. Is it worth just putting all the stones in the forfeit?
Whoa.
Yeah, I think so. Just trying to lock them in there.
Just because it'd be so hard for your opponent to score 5 if you just make a couple of good draws in there. But I think,
Get right above the hog line.
If there's an open hit,
Just
go for it.
exactly. You probably play this normal, and as soon as you get like an easy hit, you'll take it for sure.
Okay.
Top 4?
Yep.
Full 4.
Biting 4 is totally fine
The
here.
speed's, it was 14 and a half, not swept at all. Like, just
Yeah.
give it to me.
Yeah. All right.
Should be
Close.
there.
Yeah, should be
So I'm
close.
still
That's
drawing
fine.
here.
No sweep, no sweep,
Okay.
no sweep.
Just trying to get on
7.
top of that red stone.
Line only right
Whoa,
now. 8.
whoa,
Just lock it in.
whoa, whoa,
Coming down.
whoa.
6.
Off. Line's good. Just dust, just dust.
It looks pretty good here from Reed Carruthers. As we take a look elsewhere, we have a final score out there.
Good.
China-Russia
Angle's good.
is over.
Probably running.
Yeah, China beating Russia 8-3.
3 rocks.
All those reds are gone if I knows it.
Very big game over there for those two teams. Both with a good amount of Olympic points.
Yeah, still a good chance for both of them to qualify for the Olympics. I think Russia's pretty much safe, having won last year and now getting at the minimum at least 5 points.
Goes to an interesting spot. I'm gonna
China should look good too.
Interesting to see how they were lined up to play each other this year
Yep.
in the 1/8 game.
Line's good. Yep.
Nice weight.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. No. Outside. Outside hard. Right over. Hard.
Nice shot.
Good shot by Scotland there.
Yeah, it's nice placement on their rocks, keeping theirs in the top 4 foot and one locked on to the one in the back 4.
Is going into.
Oh yeah, dead into it. Kill the 2 is good.
Now you see the teams shaking hands
If you ever
after
just straight peel.
They freeze.
game came to a conclusion. But of course, 2 other games
Straight
still
peel, they
ongoing.
freeze.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Latvia is
we
beating
run it on the
Sweden
nose,
5-4,
even if I take our
and
own
Korea is
or
beating
go off
Ireland
our own in
6-3.
this.
That's that's the other call.
I believe Lavi actually
Canada.
picking up a single point in the 7th end just now, so they're up 6-4 before the final end.
But they got to get 5 all
I
in
don't
the
mind
forefoot.
lob, actually.
Just lump another one in there. And
So,
Like, even if you're
Timeout here
outpounding this
for
back
Team
red.
Canada.
yeah, then they out-turn tap. We got to be at least beside it.
Okay.
Beside it's good. Beside it or there.
Even if you
I think so, yeah. Even rub off, just freeze
rub
to the
off
button.
yellow, straight
Just
freeze
straight
here.
T-line weight.
Yeah, I
think so,
like
you
that.
just
To the
threw it.
sweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so. I like this read.
Jeff Stoughton
Still
comes
nice
out,
over here. It hooks in good at the end.
Oh yeah, it hooks nice.
just
Yeah.
says, put another stone in there. It'll be hard for Scotland to deal with.
That's what we were talking about, either your idea of placing a lot of your rocks on the forefoot or going for the hits. Canada does have a chance to eliminate quite a few red rocks here
I like
by
this call read.
Yeah, I think it's just,
hitting that one in the top 4 into the one
think top
in the
8.
back button, and that's jamming on the back
Get
red.
it there. Speed's still nice here.
But going
Nice
for the in-turn freeze, smart call.
You can see how professional Canada is being here. They're up like 5, but just knowing how the mixed doubles ends sometimes play out, they just want to make really sure they make the right call here.
yep.
And don't leave Scotland any chance of
Yep, gotta go line. Gotta go
scoring
line.
that big end.
Hard, Joe. Hard. 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 Gotta go line.
Just play the end like you don't want to give up 2 even.
Right up. Go, go, go. Well,
Over curls, but
okay, good speed.
we're also a decent spot.
Sweet.
That's good. Look, come in this hand.
No,
Good speed.
no easy takeouts at the moment for Canada. Did push that redstone a little bit to the open.
So they do that. I knows that.
Yeah.
Wings over.
Can we just off nose? Yeah.
Might actually be open enough for a double takeout here for Canada.
Not too far off, the same way.
Scotland will play the hit and roll off the 2 yellows on the right-hand side of the forefoot. You wonder if they might want to try and roll this just quarter overlapped of that redstone left-hand side, just to make that nose hit a little more difficult for Canada.
Yeah, that would be perfect if they could try to eliminate that.
Because as it lies, if they play that nose hit, that redstone would go, and you'd get a jam on the back red. That would also go out. So
Real hard.
that would be for the game.
Real hard. Whoa.
Might just get enough of a roll.
I think so. Rolls
Perfect.
there. That's pretty much perfect. Makes that hit a little more difficult.
2/3.
Canada still going for it.
Out-turn.
Hey, Reed.
And if you ever over curl and catch the top red, you might see all the red still stick around. But of course, with the amount of weight we're going to be seeing throwing, I'm sure something would
I mean, I know you're eliminating our own shot, but what are you going to do?
be removed from the house. You can see Jeff Stoughton sitting next to national coach Paul Webster. They have to be feeling pretty good just now. A lot of pressure on Team Canada to make it to the Olympics. Of course, everyone expecting them to be there.
Really big.
Of course, the CCA and the rest of Canada
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
expecting that more than anyone else. As that should be the game double takeout made by Reed Carruthers. Couldn't quite make it there, the young Scots, but they still have a pretty good chance of making it to the Olympics with a good placement last year. They're not quite out yet. They will play for 9th place and 4 Olympic points. Scotland, Canada, on the other hand, with a crucial win here, as they will secure at least 5 points. Could just be enough for them to get to the Olympic Games right here, but they will progress now onto the quarterfinal and a chance to, of course, try and win the championship. Not only the Olympics at stake here, but also a chance to become world champion. Canada has never won this championship before. Only a bronze medal to their name. It was a pretty exciting game all the way up until the 7th end, where the game was cracked open with a big score of 4. Of course, we will go back and look at some of the highlights and get a word in with the winning side. As we can also just tell you that China does beat reigning world champions Russia, which was pretty much a matchup. Same two teams that played the final last year, so good revenge for the Chinese. The two other games in this first session of the round of 16 still ongoing. Latvia is up by 2 over Sweden. Sweden using their power play. So far, quite a few yellows in play, so Sweden needing to score 2 with their 2 final rocks here to push the game into an extra. Korea-Ireland seems to have come to a conclusion, and it is Korea winning that game. They all progress to the quarterfinals. Ireland's hope of the Olympics is now out, and Korea, of course, being host nation, will have a spot either way, so they're just playing for that gold medal. Teams coming back onto the ice after the halftime break. 5th end. Gina Aiken just throwing this one away. And Canada steals one. No shot available for Scotland there to score.
1 yellow.
As Canada will lead it by 2. 6th end. Scotland will choose to use their power play. Had something going. Put a scare into the Canadian fans who were lying 4 behind the corner. But Canada plays 2 beautiful draws to close out a multiple score. Scotland draws for 1. Gets to the forfeit. 1 point deficit after 6 ends of play. In the 7th end, Canada would use their power play, and sitting nicely, 3 yellows in behind the guard. Gina Aiken tries to get to nose and sit on top, but rubs off and leaves the redstone in the open. Joanne Courtney with an open hit here to put Canada in the quarterfinals. No mistake. Scores 4 points. And they will lead it 8-3. Coming into the 8th end, where they would run Scotland out of stones and pick up the win. Canada in the quarterfinals. Scotland still with a chance to pick up a few more points as in the running for the 9th place. We have Reid Carruthers and Joanne Courtney with us.
Congrats on that big win. Could you run me through it real quick?
Tight game at the half. You know, we were tied up, managed to get the 1 in the 4th end. So, you know, I wouldn't say we had control because it was a tight game, but we're winning at the half, which is the first time in a while for us out there. So that was probably the key for us.
Great, and a big power play score of 4. You guys have been pretty successful with them this week. How have you guys been playing those?
It kind of depends on the scoreboard. That's the first time we played the power play when we've been up by a few points, so Scotland had to go for it and try to get a steal generated, and we made all of our shots, so we ended up having a big end out of it. But yeah, the first time we've been able to play it being up a few points.
Yeah, great, and with the Olympic points on the line there, how do you guys handle that extra pressure here this week?
Definitely not thinking about it. You're the first person to remind me of that today, so thanks.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Good luck in the next game against Latvia.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, quite a load off of Reid and Joanne's shoulders, progressing now to the quarterfinals. As you see the final stages here, it's Korea and China onto the quarterfinals along with Latvia. Did beat Sweden just now. Sweden not able to score that 2 to put the game into an extra. So a couple of quarterfinals still to be filled out. That will happen in the next session. The other half of the round of 16 coming to you in not too long of a time. So you can get some brunch and get ready for more curling action here at World Curling TV, 12:30 local time here in Lethbridge. We thank you and ask you to stay tuned. Every game now is so important here in the ATB Centre.